I've had to do a ton of work on this. See, there was my unlock. What got me there was to not make myself small. What got me there was to lean into my gifts, not in a way that made it unbearable to be around everybody, because that was me not understanding how to harness my power, right? If it's just on the loose, then there's likely some protection needed, right? Some maybe maybe like an evil eye bracelet or necklace or charm or stone, perhaps a stone that helps to ward off everything coming at us all at once. That way we can operate like the spiritual arrow that we are. And when we connect with somebody one-on-one, then we deploy this, we allow it to move through us, allow the gift to do its thing. And then this allows us to harness it. So the biggest blocks that I had to work through, number one, were to not be afraid of being seen, to realize that we are all just out here. We're all just out here in the world, doing our thing, doing our best, and figuring things out as we go. So just because I have a really, to me, a really cool like spiritual gift, like the type of spiritual gift that, like, if you would have given me all the choices of what kind of gift I could receive, this would be the one I'd pick. You know what I mean? Like, so that once I realized that's what my gift was, my main gift was bodily and intuitive uh, bodily intuition and emotional intuition, and being able to speak, use my voice to just penetrate and get right to the soul, if I meant to with someone. Once I figured that out, I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to have to feel, I made myself feel like I had to know exactly how to wield it before I could pull it out, right? Before I could use it. And this caused me to not use it for a long time. And that was because I would go out, or I would be around someone or a group of people, and I would feel all of the things. And I wasn't carrying protection. I didn't understand. I didn't know which tools I had already been shown years prior that would help me to do that. I didn't get it. And so I was putting that pressure on myself. And it wasn't until I got sick of not understanding how to do it. I was like, you know what? The next time, like whenever I feel these pings happen now, I'm going to say something. And allowing myself to do that, speaking with conviction, not having doubt, because you know that your gift is what it is. Who cares if people are going to be skeptical to believe in it? That's fine. We don't need 8 billion people to believe that what we have is real. Just one person at a time. One person at a time. And that starts with us, with ourselves. So once I decided I'm not going to let that be my reality, I'm not going to allow myself to be a victim to this beautiful gift and go through this life always feeling like I am not doing what my deepest gift is, I'm not sharing it. I didn't want to feel that way any longer. So I started to voice it. When I would feel something, I would voice it. And this very rapidly helped me to gain my confidence, to not hide, to lean into my authenticity, to dress what feels resonant for me, right? To eat and drink what helps me feel the best, to only attend the functions that I want to attend. The other part of not playing the victim, this is the probably the greatest thing that helped me thus far around the home. So for years, I had felt as though I was the only one who cared about creating a beautiful resonance in the home, decluttering it, keeping it tidy, feng shui. If I felt anything anyone else had out in the open emotionally that was not empowering, I felt like a victim. Like, oh man, they're putting this stank out into the air and I'm going to have to deal with it. I'm going to feel it. And it was like, that's playing a victim because there's a shaman who does, I've seen some videos of his, and in one of them he says there's never going to be like a safe space out here, right? So I had to get rid of this constant need to make it my job to make everyone feel okay. So what did that entail? It means that yes, I was doing my breath work and making sure that anywhere that I walk, anywhere I am, yes, if in my vessel I feel something that is not empowering, something that feels heavy, yes, it is something that I will do breath work on, or I will use, you know, I will use touch, and I will do the things that I need to do, chant, yoga, whatever it might be, to change the resonance. But if somebody else, even a loved one, chooses to live in a certain frequency, I'm not going to save them. I don't save them anymore. I really try not to. Is it perfect? No. But it's not my job anymore. So asserting that was one of the hugest parts that has helped me because it allows me to more often now be a part of, you know, being in the shared space instead of always feeling this responsibility because it's draining, right? And then that takes away from us actually using our gifts to alchemize and transmute in the world like we're meant to, because all our energy is getting used up constantly, every day, day after day after day, on the people closest to us. And that to me is one of the most ironic parts of being gifted something like this, at least in my experience, is as soon as we find out we have these gifts, we want to give that so desperately. We want to give that to our loved ones. But so often they are the least willing to receive it. Because let's face it, it's pretty easy to have a preconceived notion of what you might think like a healer is supposed to look like, or how they're supposed to be 24/7. But the truth is that so many of us who have these gifts, like we're all regular people too at the end of the day. Like, are we always floating in a 999, hertz frequency all the time? Only you can answer that question. Your opinion is your opinion. But my truth is that some of the people closest to me are the ones who are the least willing to take me up on these gifts. It's the people out in public. Like, these are the greatest. It's like, you know, here I heard a woman coughing in the supermarket the other day, the grocery store, and I was like, hey, turmeric and ginger and pepper and a little bit of sea salt, maybe. I was like, she's like, really? What do you mean? I was like, well, you're coughing, right? She's like, oh my gosh, thank you. I was like, by the way, I make custom blends. Like, did she take me up on it? Not yet. I gave her the website. But a different example, last weekend we were at a birthday for actually quite a close family. And someone there who I've seen several times was speaking about how her daughter, who was also there, has, um, has had like back pain and this off balance walk for several years. And I was able to speak with her and get a look at the situation. And, now we are about to get together so that we can share these gifts and get them access to some of this knowledge that has been so freely given to me. Another really useful tidbit has been to remember to pause and breathe. Because clarity is so much more evident when we slow down. Creation doesn't move at 65 miles per hour. Gratitude slows it slows me down. It gets me to really pay attention to all the little things that are creating the moment, you know? The silence between the words. I feel like doing a little bit of breath work or something. I'm going to take a nice deep breath into the gut. Actually, I'm going to sit up straight. All this talk about alignment, it's like, why not do a beach mantra? The beach mantras, oh my goodness. This is most likely one of the greatest energetic gifts of knowledge that I've received. Sit up straight if you'd like to follow along. Relax, relax the back, up straight though. We'll breathe into the root, and the Bij mantra there is Lam, like Lam or Lum, Lam, or Lam, Lam. Inhale, feel that space in the perineum. Push it down, let it fill up with life force, and visualize connecting to Mother Earth in the center of the earth. A beautiful red ray of light connecting Mother Earth into our root. On the inhale, we breathe in love from Mother Earth. Inhale. And on the exhale, love, gratitude, love. Inhale. Love. 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 Next is the sacral chakra. This is, of course, in the pubic region, below the belly button, like a reflection of the sacrum, right? But it's the energetic body is along like the center line, even towards like the back body. So the physical placement in the auric field, if you're visualizing where to inhale from, continues straight up that line from the perineum. And the Bij mantra here is Vam. Inhale. Vam. Unclench the jaw. Tongue on the roof of the mouth. Try to relax the cheekbones and all. the neck, chest, of course, but still sit up straight. Solar plexus is next, between the belly button and the chest. The Bij mantra is Ram. Inhale. Ram. Sit with it. Inhale. Ram. The heart space, Yam. Inhale. Yam. Sit with it. Relax. Inhale. Yeah. Inhale. Yeah. Yeah. Now from the heart space, since this is such it's a beautiful, beautiful space, right? It is where the battery is very close to there. And it's where we create and embody resonance, right? From the emotional standpoint, essentially. Yes, through the sacral as well, everything else, but heart space is a heart space, right? The feminine emotions, the intuitiveness, all of it. It's all in there. Childhood stuff, all of that. So working our way around from the heart towards the back where we can have a decluttering of the space. From Yam, it goes Sa and then So. Sa, So. Yam, Sa, So. Yam, Sa, So. yang, sa, so, yang, sa, so. Now, hum, just like is for the throat chakra and the top of the chest and heart space. In. There. Now we go to Aum, then it's Om. Aum. Two left. Well, three actually. Through the GB20 pressure point where you have the two craters back here, soft spots on the side of the where the cranium meets the neck and the spinal and all that. Forgetting the words. Green and Shrin. These will declutter what we've done. That's my experience. Green. Shri. And then for the crown, so. Till next time. I love